What is up, down, and sideways, you beautiful individuals? It is another epi of League on Lock. Eric and Mark here with you, beauties. We've talked ad nauseum of the impact of Los Ratones and how they've impacted different regions in terms of having different teams. But now that influence has seeped into the very neural network of LPL top laners. Flandre woke up today and said, I am a Sion main, and that is all I will do. And he gives us one of the most insane and hilarious clips that you will see, not even just the LPL, but in a professional setting. We counted it from the moment that the team starts attacking this Sion on the Nexus. It takes them 49 seconds, let's round it up to 50 because it sounds better, to take down this raid boss.
Straight up, you know the scene in Avengers Infinity War where it's everybody, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Star-Lord, Iron Man, they're all there. They're all teaming up to fight against this one colossal threat in Thanos. That's how this Sion felt taking on the Nexus, getting beat down for, again, 50 full seconds at the Nexus, getting everybody taking onto him. Absolute insanity. Yes, I think maybe a little bit of inherent craziness of the LPL comes into play in this one, but I am going to say that this is the Baus, the Los Ratones effect, full on the international stage, seeing it here in the LPL.
And I know a positive kill to death ratio immediately means you're playing the Sion incorrectly to have more kills and deaths. But I mean, you have an Alistair having to headbutt away the zombie Sion, because if you don't, he is legit gonna kill the Nexus. They had to coordinate CC on his passive.
It's just a crazy thing. It's a very specific type of scenarios that were coming through that this is able to happen. But again, this is something that someone like the Baus knows about this champion and how you are able to push it and utilize these type of unique characteristics to their maximum, to the areas where no one is thinking that it's possible to do things like this. You see something like this for a full 50 seconds at your Nexus. You are taking notes and permanently remembering this as a Sion experience.
And of course, the anticlimactic closeout is they just bum rush the Nexus when it has like 200 health and win immediately afterwards, which ends up securing AL first place in that group, which really is a surprise to nobody.
Not a surprise. I think anyone's legend seems to be, for maybe the lack of being kind, the only real competent team in this group at this point from what we have seen from them. And again, this is an anyone legend that does have expectations, does have pressure to be one of the top teams, one of the teams that is going to be contending, one of the top options in the LPL as we move towards playoffs. So securing this is still that check mark in the box. You could maybe argue that you want to see a more impressive or overpowering type of together performance from this anyone's legend squad against competition like this group, but still taking care of business. We've got to give them that one pat for that.
And now we've got this pocket pick Sion that, well, not really a pocket pick, but that Flandre can bust out at any given moment. We're also seeing, again, the Nefiri takeover games. But this is all about the Sion clip being the craziest play of the split. We had day 2 action kicking off in the NACL as well. That's right, we're giving it a little more time to shine, a little bit more action, and with a name like Dark Zero Dragon Steel as the defending champs, it really feels like I'm back to the Xbox Live days.
You add in that the opponent is Pulse Star on the other side. We're rolling full sci-fi for the NACL, but yes, taking a little check-in here and bringing into this matchup, of course, Dragonsteel having the partnership as well with Maryland University, another program that we know has been very well involved within the NA development scene and the NACL as of recently. So very much so enjoy checking in on the NACL and seeing what's going on in these matches.
And it's 4/5 of this defending champion roster coming back. Obviously, Scary Jerry, the one guy who did get promoted to the LCS. It was pretty much pure domination for them against a squad who is not in the same category in Pulsar, especially how they got there as well. The Even more intriguing matchup on the day for me was CCG eSports, aka Cultivating Champions Group, and the name combined with the logo definitely needs some work because that is really making it seem like an amateur team. But yes, your eyes do not deceive you. Is that a Dardoch sighting in the jungle? Huh?
Yeah, in 2025, Dardoch still survives within League of Legends. Role swap back to jungle, coaching, role swap back to jungle, all over again. And here we are with Dardoch in the NACL, and gotta give him props. I think this is one of those situations where, of course, there still is that balance of wanting to get young, fresh, new talent, giving them an opportunity, but still having available opportunities for these professionals, for ones that we have seen to try and continue to improve, to try and reinvent themselves, all these type of things. Full credit to Dardoch and this program that he's been going through with CCG. Definitely one of these ones where you asked me, 6-8 years ago, would I see a possibility for this one? I don't know if this would have been the answer that I would come through with, but he gets it done. How about also checking in? What's going on with Crimson in the top side for this CCG team?
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Crimson, this story's so insane. We know Sniper. He comes in as Viper's younger brother. You're saying, okay, yeah, that top lane pedigree. Crimson is Sniper's twin brother. What is going on in this household that all three brothers play top lane? How did they even play together growing up?
All I'm saying, get me out. Get me the hell out of that household. 3 top laners going on. And not just 3 top laners. We all know what Viper's champion pool was with Mr. Riven in the top side. Then you flash over to Sniper and, well, he's also playing Riven in the top side. But we've got, of course, Renekton and everything else. And then here's Crimson on the Renekton, on the Olaf, the same type of champion pool. How did they must have not played together growing up. Somehow they're all at a professional level of a League of Legends player, but how could you play together? You're all top laners. Who's queuing where?
All they did was just sit in ARAM maps and 1v1. It must have been, it actually was the fuel that made these guys, I can play top lane better than you. No, I can play top lane better than you. But absolute insanity to have 3 guys potentially playing the LCS. Obviously Crimson, not there yet, but he, again, twin brother of Sniper, so he also is 18 years young, meaning he has potentially a very long career ahead of him.
I think he's on that path right now. What we can see, NACL, and again, working through with this team and the way that he was able to play in these games and take that advantage for them. Yeah, it looks a lot like what we've seen, all the positives that you want to talk about from Viper's career himself. And then you can even go through Sniper and see what you get with him and how he has changed things for 100 Thieves. I'd be on the lookout for Crimson. There's something with this family for North America.
And again, obviously, near airport coming kind of gives a bit of a boost to the fan base for this scene. But also, with budget cuts, teams are going to be looking, again, to more prospects, cheaper talent to try and nurture and develop onto their rosters. So we're going to try and pop into the NACL whenever we can throughout this split to kind of see what the latest and greatest upcoming talent is.
It's nice because I think because of this, whole scene changeover with things going on with Las Ratonas near airport now here in North America, you do get this bigger platform, a better opportunity to start examining, looking through them. And again, the talent's there. There is talent there. There is reasons to be excited, hopeful, and enjoy all these type of things. So really having a fun time getting this, put a little extra spotlight on the NACL.
LPL keeps rolling full steam ahead over the weekend, and of course LEC kicks off split number 2, so that's best of 3, so we'll actually have a whole lot of games from Europe to get through over the weekend and break it all down afterwards. But that is it today for League Unlock. Eric and Mark here with you, absolute beauties. Thank you so much for hanging out as always, and we will catch you on the flippity flip.